Let's start with one and see how it goes. Just one person. Let's start with Clark. See how it goes. And if there's any problems he brings up that he wants to talk about, time-wise or crew-wise,
maybe his fucking insight will help.
then you know, we can sort it out. We'll tell him, all right, listen, you know, maybe Clark, you go with Andy today. I'll stay with the crew. We'll handle shit. You know, today I'll go with, you know, who's staying with the kids?
So you guys will probably have to divide and conquer.
Yeah, and then you know, there will be those days in which, you know, hey guys, me and Clark are gonna go do some shit. Boom, we disappear. It's fine. You know, we'll give them tasks. As long as we're delegating tasks, as long as we're telling them, hey, listen, go get these things done throughout the day, that's fine. Like, they'll get it done.
You hyping yourself up right now?
I'm hyping myself up right now.
All right, hype yourself up.
Because I know Clark is gonna do a good job on this shit. And you know.
I know that. Clark's not a question mark. Never has been, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's just more of like, do we want more Cyprus people? And like, I want to make it very clear, I do trust everyone in our group. It's just a matter of whether I trust that their lasting relationships with the North are not an issue, and it's more of me not wanting to put them in that position. To where it becomes a problem, they said something to someone that they trust, and honestly logically trust, because I'm not going to discount anybody's relationship that they've had for ages. But I don't want to be in a position where I'm, you know, it becomes a South Cyprus thing and I'm pushing to have somebody shot in the head because they, told someone they trust? Just because it's somebody that I would personally not want them to do that with? I'm not a fan of putting people in those positions. I'm okay with putting you or Clark in those positions because you're on top and you can do whatever you want without question.
Right.
But putting people under that there is tricky. Nerve-wracking, and I like everyone, and I don't want anyone to make a wrong decision and then have to see them go. Because once it stops being a separate Coke thing and becomes a Cyprus thing, it's a Cyprus problem.
Right.
And those are handled differently than an outside Coke thing.
Yeah, for sure.
I can just cut people off, but if it's a Cyprus thing, more is going to happen to them for. Yeah. So then you're up a gang off, not a separate off. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. I don't think it should ever get to that point, though, where it is a Cyprus thing. This needs to remain a separate thing, for sure.
I want that to be clear too, is I'm not entirely against it. It's just making sure that we're prepared for that, if that's the choice. Because I think if we slap that label on too many people in Cyprus and then we're standing around the only people consistently doing things are Cyprus, we're kind of just joking ourselves that it's not a Cyprus thing.
Right, yeah. And inevitably becomes a Cyprus thing.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, then let's just start with Clark. See where it goes.
And I want to make this clear. If you have people outside of Cyprus that you trust wholeheartedly not to say shit, to operate well in something like this, I'll take a chance on them. It doesn't have to be people that I entirely trust in and of my own right.
That's the problem. I've been on the Cyprus island, isolated from the majority of people for the past like year. So it's I haven't been able to gain that kind of trust with outsiders. Get what I mean? And I regret that a lot. Like, I'm the type of person, like back in the day, I would have people on the outside that I would, you know, I guess trust. Not these days though. Not currently. Not as it stands.
Yeah. I function with trust so differently than I feel like a lot of people do. It's either like all or nothing with a lot of people, and I'm very much like levels. There's like, can I trust you to not yap, but handle this well? Can I trust you to handle this well, but yap? Can I trust you to be exactly who I know you to be? And does that fit what I'm looking for? So I guess it's more about fit than it is about trust, to be honest.
Yeah.